but we'll keep some mistakes in. Makes it more interesting. I'm going to try hitting this guy with magic, see if that does a bit more, because it took fucking too long. Now it's a fire. Oh, just do like 100 damage. 100 damage. Oh my god. They're good against fire. I suppose they are fire coloured. But he popped out, which is interesting. Now I can try hitting him with lightning because he's a fish. Fishes hate lightning. Ooh, or we'll just do this. Everybody wins. Bum, 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 bum. Should have done the bottom one, then ended the combo. Just want to squeeze as much damage out of this idiot as I can. Oh, I missed it. Still dead though. $90 experience. It's not, you know, ruining me too much. Yay! Right. Sorry, but yeah, that's fine. So we can get our life to 500 odd now with this stuff. 500 is the estimate. 680 is the highest with cure. Remember we got those curagas earlier? Look at the difference. Big difference. That is not even 100 curagas, so it's going to make us exceptionally difficult to kill, which is good. Which is really good, in fact. And that's just going to get better when we buy more tents, which is what I'm going to be doing in a moment. But first, I'm going to go back into the garden and I'm going to see if I can rest and bring everybody back. That way it doesn't cost me a tent, it doesn't cost me Phoenix Downs I don't have, and I save some money. I'm not too sure if it works because I've never really done that on this one, but we'll see. We also need to put Quetzalcoatl back to learning card because it is so important. I can't stress enough how important that ability is yet. I haven't learnt it, and we're like 3 to 4 hours deep now. 5 hours deep, sorry. And sure, like an hour of that has been playing cards probably. And some time that you haven't seen that's been edited out where I've left it sitting, idling and things. But even so, 5 hours is quite a long time. Especially considering that you can get to disc 4, you know, in about 15 hours if you know what you're doing. And you're not indulging in anything. You could probably do it faster, but I've never really been a guy to speedrun these kind of games. I like to take my time. And I should have got my coffee back, but I didn't. So I'm back on the water, back on the wagon. Hey, we're a good coffee too. That first coffee of the day, man, it can be so delicious. It can just be life-changing. Can we beat him? Oh, we did! We got the victory. Why are you still stood there, Zoo? I don't get it. Bow, bow, bow. That kid's gonna be so fit. He's running laps in the garden endlessly while we play. He's already been doing it for 5 hours. He's gonna be like Usain Bolt by the time he's 10. It do it for us? It did. Yay. And what happens now, guys, is my life, when Squall's life goes down to the same life as everybody else, which is the life that you're supposed to have at this part of the game, he will be viable to do limit breaks. Which is pretty cool, because it means that we get to keep a very safe amount of life and do the most powerful attacks on the game. And it's the way that I've played Final Fantasy VIII for quite a long time, because it's my favourite way of playing. Because I don't really enjoy the GFs. I like summoning them every so often because they look cool and some of them do really good damage. I don't really like magic. I've never been a magic guy, ever. I'm more of a melee dude. And the limit breaks are just fancy melees for the most, so it makes a lot of sense. Obviously Selphie has a very magic focused one, which turns out can be really interesting, because I was taking on Ultima Weapon yesterday with a base level team, and I was drawing Ultima from him because none of my team had Ultima. It's very difficult to get, and we were all drawing from him, and he kept using Gravaja, which is the most powerful version of Gravity, and it dropped everybody into limit break life. So the first thing I did, like if I was drawing with the two guys, I kept on drawing with them, and then with Selphie I went into the stocks, which is the list of magic she can cast. And while the animations was playing out for the draws, I was going through the stocks, so it gave me almost like a buffer time. And every single time he did it, full cure came up in the lines of magics, and I just used that and it healed everybody to max. And we were drawing, then he hits us with Gravaja, and then stocks, full cure. Every time. It was such a good loop. And I ended up getting 100 Ultimas on every character. And then we decided to start attacking him, and he folded like a house of cards. He was absolutely easy. Which is funny because it took me about 20 minutes to get down to him because I'd forgotten how you do the Steam puzzle. And I did the thing where you get Zell to bang on it. And when Zell bangs on it, Encounter None doesn't work. So it's mandatory fights that you can't run away from. And there's one every 3 steps. It's obnoxious. So I came down that thing 2 or 3 times because I was an idiot. Then I finally got to the bottom expecting a tough Ultima fight. And I just got, you know, Light Pillar, which kills a character, and everything else was standard. He did Meteor, and it did 60 damage to everybody. It was hilarious. Like, if you could see him pissing in his pants, that was the time he was doing it. Oh, I wanted to hit that shop. That's the only problem with the pre-rendered stuff. It's so easy to accidentally go through screens. Oh wow, this isn't a shop. The fuck? It's a car shop. Yeah, the shop's around here next to the Queen of Cards. I forget these things. So that is the weapon shop, but we can't use it. The shop is just at the side. Because, there we go. The problem here is though, I'm going to be buying and spending my money. We're not going to have enough to get on this train. You want to buy 5 tents. You start with 5, you buy 5, you will have 100 Curagas. Squall's life is about to get ridiculous. Like, super, super ridiculous. And it's so easy to do if you know what you're doing. So easy to do. Bloody hell. Those Wizard Stones drops were very friendly. Look at that. That's a ton of Curagas. You know what? That's very close to 100, man. That is insane. Now watch Zell. Zell's going to be in Limit Break life with Stupid Life. 2,300 Stupid Life. Like, we've essentially made it now where nothing can kill us for the rest of this disc. Like, look, 2,600 life. It's just madness. It's easy, and it's madness, and it's great. And it's knowledge giving you power, and it's just how a game should be. But we should be able to play cards with Zel's mum now, so that's what we're going to do. Play some cards, because we've not played them in a while. It's all an investment for later game when we have abilities. And we'll see now what trade roll she's on, because if she's on different, we'll get some good cards. If she's on 1, yes, there we go. Just have to be aware she does have powerful cards. And she's not really displaying them, which is very sad. So, our cards are really rough at this moment. We don't have anything too strong on the left side. But that's what we wanted him to do. We wanted him to trap his own card so we could flip it and protect ourselves with a 7. And he's just done it again, and he's allowed us to trap his other card. The guy on the left doesn't really matter. We didn't need him. It's guaranteed win anyway. We get 4 cards, is it? Blitz, Elastoid, Cockatrice, and Jim, as I call him. Even though it is a G, so it's probably Gim, but who cares? And it's probably an acronym. And we're going to play some cards now, folks. So, hopefully you dig the cards. If not, this is the point where you skip ahead in the video a little bit. You have to play Zel for me. Look at that. Wedge and Biggs and T-Rexors. T-Rexors can be refined into Dino Bones. Dino Bones refined into Quakes. Quakes really good for strength early game. Wedge and Biggs is our X Potions. X Potions are fine. They're a full heal usually, or at least the heal limit. We lure him into flipping his own card back and we flip his card. Yeah, works every time. It's another 4 cards coming our way. Oh, I just can't wait till we get the card mod ability. We've got so much magic here potentially. It's just we have no way of cashing it in right now. It's a little bit frustrating because it's all my fault. We could be so much stronger than what we are at this point. And I don't think it's a bad thing because I think it makes it more interesting because, to be completely honest, the no leveling playthrough is very easy. I thought it was going to be hard and it's not. But it's not hard because I know how to junction. If I didn't, then it would probably be much more challenging. She's not using Zel. Again with another lure play, not interested in that. She trapped a card, that's what we want. We're going to have to use Minimog to flip it, but it is ours, and then she gets to keep our Minimog. But it's all good, because we'll swindle it back. And we get to get another 4 cards, one including an Iron Giant. Always makes me think of the Iron Giants on Final Fantasy X. Well, when you smack them with your weapon, you do like 2 damage when you first fight them. But Final Fantasy X is, aside from this game, Final Fantasy X is probably easiest Final Fantasy to get very strong on. Because you can use the monster arena to, you know, augment your stats. And you can literally max your stats if you put in the effort. This game, maxing your stats requires a ridiculous fucking process of just tedium. But there's an alternative way of doing it through playing cards, and I'm definitely going to look into that because I'm super stoked at the concept of maxing my stats through card playing because I love playing cards and I don't get bored of doing it. But he's played Zel, as you can see. That's what we've been waiting for, so we're going to punish him accordingly, or her accordingly, and get a really good card. And a really good card to be refined as well. Because he teaches you strength plus 60 to your GFs, which allows you to junction that into your abilities. And that will put your strength up ridiculous, but as I mentioned, we're not doing that. Because we're going to keep the hint of a struggle alive. So now we've got Zell's card, which is good news. We've got a very intimidating and powerful deck early game, which is nice. But we need 3,000 gil, and we only have 1,500. So we need to wait for us to get paid. So, let's play some more cards. We could sell some items, but I want to milk this lady a little bit longer. I have nipples, Greg. Could you milk me? Especially now we've got this difference rule. Like, we should really go back into the garden and start capitalising on the fact we've got difference to work towards the CC quest. I'm just getting lots and lots of magic. Another dummy play. Got this lady sussed. She gave us the Adamantoise. We flip it. Drops the Grendel on the left. Ooh, doesn't give us the Grendel though, but she does open herself up to getting flipped now. That's every card. What's that thing called now? Belhelmel. Belhelmel. That's very strange. It's a very difficult word to say. Belhelmel? Sounds like a question. You can't help but have that upper inflection at the end. Belhelmel? Oh. Here we go. But there's a Guyler there. We need that for meltdowns, which is going to help on our vitality. Vitality is good against physical attacks, if you don't know. That Wendigo's coming straight in for the flip. Knew it. Just could see it a mile off. I'm not going to give her the luxury, though. Well, she gave me that one. This is going to be another 4-carder. Can't complain. Wendigos get your steel pipes, I believe. Never know what to pick. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to resume capturing once we've been paid, because I'm going to play cards off recording, just so that there's not too much card playing happening here, because she's not playing good cards, and it's not the most interesting to watch, this one. Menu. Coming out of menu. Alright then, folks, we just got paid. I did a little drawing, little card playing off recording. Nothing too major, nothing too game breaking. I'm really missing the ability to card because it's vital and I don't have it. But we're going to be going through a flashback coming up, where we're going to fall asleep on a train and we're going to be controlling completely different characters through a section that is very story related but not much gameplay, because the extent of the gameplay is going to be random battles, and of course I'm going to be running from the random battles because this is a no level game, which is a bit of a shame because the characters we're about to play as have fantastic music in battle. They're also fun to fight as. Here we go anyway. Bow, 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 bow. So Zell's pretty happy that this train is pretty cool. Squalls is a normal introverted side over there on his own, being less than enthusiastic. Not to be the case with Selfie, because Selfie is pretty excited to be on train. She's a bit of a train fan. Could call her a equinologist, is it? Confirming access granted. I'm gonna go check out the front. Shamona! Let's go check it out, Squall. Where did your surfer accent go? You putting it on that entire time? My God. Always save before you do things. Just in case. Because it will save you time. Yo, check it out. So this is Seed's private cabin, right? It has a double bed, if you know what I'm saying. Selfie, would you like a three-way? You love trains. Okay, now I feel bad. And she's doing a little train song. But when you come in here, Zell's gonna be all excited. He's got extremely thin legs. It looks like a sparrow. Oh, Pet Pals Volume 1. That's going to be useful for someone's limit break later on down the line. This is pretty damn amazing. It pays to be a member of Seed. But it doesn't pay to have a tattoo on your face. I don't know anything about it, Timber. But I know you're going to tell me, Zell, because you know everything. Timber used to be a country surrounded by deep forests. But 18 years ago, Galbadia invaded. Timber fell quite easily to Galbadia, so now Timber is under Galbadian occupation. It's said there's a whole bunch of resistance factions, big and small. Thank you, you just bored my tits off. Nope, that's it. What about the ladies, Zell? What do you know about the ladies? Do they have them there? Do they have to walk behind the man? Do they have rights? Can they vote? And Selfie's not feeling too well. And she's not going to be the only one. She's really sleepy. So this is the moment where I'm kind of glad that both Zell and Squall are gentlemen. Because there are people out there that are not quite as gentlemanly. Not that it matters, because we've all been rohypnoled. I told you you should have ate your mom's cooking. She's a raper! And the beautiful high-pitched noise. And the fade to black.